Here's the full 3,000-word script for your Auto Explorer YouTube video about the 2025 Mahindra Thar, with no headings, visuals, or host cues hidden or formatted, just pure script text, ready for voiceover or production use. The Mahindra Thar has always been more than just a vehicle. For some, it's a style statement. For others, it's a passport to adventure. And for many, it's the dream off-roader that symbolizes freedom, power, and rugged charm. In 2025, Mahindra has taken this icon and pushed it to the next level. The new Thar isn't just an upgrade. It's a complete evolution, refined, more capable, and smarter than ever before. So, what exactly makes the 2025 Mahindra Thar so special? Well, to begin with, the design language has matured. While it still retains that unmistakable Thar silhouette, with the boxy stance, wide fenders, and iconic round headlamps, it now looks more sophisticated. The new LED lighting elements, the reworked grille, and subtle tweaks in the body panels give it a modern yet robust look. It's a Thar that looks just as comfortable in an urban jungle as it does on a rocky trail in the Himalayas. Mahindra has been listening to its audience. One of the biggest demands from potential buyers over the years has been a 5-door version of the Thar. And in 2025, that demand has finally been answered. Yes, the 5-door Thar is here. It brings with it a whole new level of practicality. With a longer wheelbase and additional doors, this version makes the Thar more family-friendly without compromising on its off-road DNA. The cabin of the 2025 Thar is where you really start to feel the change. Gone are the days of barebones interiors and compromises. The new Thar gets a completely redesigned dashboard with better materials, soft touch surfaces in key areas, and a large, high-resolution touchscreen infotainment system that supports wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. There's even a digital instrument cluster now, blending analog ruggedness with digital convenience. Seats have become more supportive and ergonomic, and the rear seat space in the 5-door version is a game changer. Now, long road trips with friends or family are not just possible, they're comfortable. There's more legroom, better under-thigh support, and dedicated AC vents for the rear passengers. The boot space has also seen a noticeable increase, making it more practical for luggage, camping gear, or whatever you want to carry on your next adventure. Under the hood, Mahindra continues to offer multiple engine options. The 2025 Thar comes with a 2.0-liter turbo petrol engine and a 2.2-liter diesel engine, both updated to meet the latest emission norms. These engines have been tuned for better drivability and fuel efficiency without losing the Thar's signature punch. The turbo petrol motor delivers strong mid-range performance, making highway overtakes effortless. The diesel, on the other hand, is a torque monster, ideal for off-roading and long hauls. Both engines are offered with 6-speed manual and 6-speed automatic transmissions. The automatic gearbox, especially in the diesel variant, feels smoother and more responsive than before. It's not lightning fast, but it gets the job done without any drama. The manual, meanwhile, gives you that old-school connected feel, perfect for enthusiasts who like to be in control, especially when crawling through tough trails. Speaking of trails, the 2025 Thar remains a beast when it comes to off-roading. It comes with a shift-on-the-fly 4x4 system, low-range gearbox, mechanical locking differentials, and excellent approach and departure angles. The ground clearance has been slightly improved, and the suspension setup has been tweaked to better handle off-road undulations without compromising too much on-road. Comfort. Mahindra has also introduced a new off-road mode selector, which adjusts traction control, throttle response, and braking characteristics depending on the terrain. Sand, snow, rock, and mud modes are all part of the package now. It's a big step forward in making the Thar more user-friendly for amateur off-roaders without taking away the thrill for seasoned adventurers. On the highway, the Thar has become more refined. The cabin insulation is better, wind noise has been reduced significantly, and the suspension does a good job of soaking up potholes and undulations. Of course, you still feel the body-on-frame nature of the SUV, but it's no longer something that'll bother you on long drives. In fact, the new Thar feels almost as comfortable as a midsize SUV when cruising at 100 km/h. Safety has taken a front seat in the 2025 model. Mahindra has added 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, ESP, Hill Start Assist, Hill Descent Control, and ISOFIX mounts. The body shell has also been reinforced, and the Thar now meets all the latest crash safety norms. For families considering the Thar as their only vehicle, these updates make a huge difference. Another welcome addition is the ADAS suite. That's right, the new Thar now offers basic advanced driver assistance features like lane departure warning, forward collision alert, and rear cross traffic alert. It's not as extensive as what you'd find in luxury SUVs, but for a rugged off-roader, it's a big leap. There's also a 360-degree camera system, making parking this bulky beast in tight spots much easier. In terms of variants, Mahindra has smartly split the lineup into two broad categories, lifestyle and adventure. The lifestyle series focuses more on urban buyers, with emphasis on features, creature comforts, and styling. The adventure series, meanwhile, is all about hardcore off-roading, with steel wheels, all-terrain tires, additional underbody protection, and utilitarian interiors. Customization has always been a big part of the Thar experience, and Mahindra knows this. The 2025 model comes with a wider range of official accessories, from roof racks and jerry cans to LED light bars, snorkels, and customized seat covers. You can build your Thar exactly the way you want, and that's something very few SUVs in this price bracket offer. Speaking of price, the 2025 Thar is now more expensive than before, but justifiably so. With more features, better safety, improved comfort, and the addition of the 5-door variant, it now appeals to a much wider audience. It's not just a weekend toy anymore, it can be your daily driver, your family SUV, and your off-road escape machine, all rolled into one. Fuel efficiency, while never the Thar's strongest point, has seen some improvement. The petrol variant returns around 10 to 11 km/h in the city and 13 to 14 on the highway. The diesel does slightly better with around 12 to 13 km/h in the city and 15 to 16 on open roads. Still not segment-leading numbers, but considering the weight and purpose of this SUV, they're quite acceptable. One area where Mahindra deserves special credit is after-sales service and support. Over the past few years, Mahindra has invested heavily in its service network, training, and customer experience. Thar owners today enjoy better service coverage, faster response times, and easier access to genuine parts and accessories. This kind of support really helps build confidence, especially when you're planning long road trips or venturing into remote areas. So, who is the 2025 Mahindra Thar really for? If you're an enthusiast, you'll love the raw power, the go-anywhere attitude, and the mechanical charm. If you're a family person, the 5-door version opens up a whole new world of practicality and comfort. If you're an adventurer, this SUV is your best companion on those weekend getaways and mountain trails. And if you're someone who just wants to make a statement every time you hit the road, few vehicles command attention the way the Thar does. Of course, no vehicle is perfect. The Thar still has a few quirks. The ride quality, though improved, is not as plush as monocoque SUVs. The wider turning radius can be a hassle in city traffic. And while the infotainment system is loaded with features, its user interface could use a bit more polish and responsiveness. But these are small trade-offs for what is essentially one of the most character-rich vehicles on Indian roads today. To wrap it up, the 2025 Mahindra Thar isn't just an SUV, it's an emotion. It represents the spirit of exploration, the joy of driving, and the desire to break free from the mundane. With this new generation, Mahindra has successfully retained the Thar's soul while making it far more accessible and appealing to a wider audience. It's a rare blend of tradition and innovation. Whether you see it parked outside a cafe in the city or halfway up a mountain trail, the Thar continues to turn heads and win hearts. The 2025 version is more than ready for whatever you throw at it. The question is, are you? Let me know if you want a version with timestamps or split into scenes for editing.